Ghost Story. The Disappeared Girl. Another stormy night. The dim streetlights flicker like ghosts, casting shadows on the old decrepit houses. Suddenly, a window bursts open, even though no one is inside. From the darkness, a faint figure flickers, half real, half phantom. She stands there, waiting. Megan, a young, fragile but beautiful woman, lives in an old house on the outskirts of Toronto, Canada. Her life had always been confined, trapped in a cage of control. Her parents divorced when she was a child, and her mother, a strong yet domineering woman, controlled every aspect of her life. Megan had never been allowed to live for herself. Her job at a small coffee shop, the silent nights spent alone in her dim room, were all she had. One day, her mother died in a sudden car accident, leaving behind the house and everything to Megan. And that's when everything began to change. On her first night alone in the house, Megan immediately senses something strange. The sound of footsteps in the hallways, whispers from empty rooms, and paintings on the walls that seem to shift. She tries to ignore it, but the occurrences grow more frequent, more undeniable. One night, while reading a book, she hears a knock at the door. Megan opens it to find an old, weathered letter, and inside, the photograph of a strange woman standing in the garden behind the house. Below the photo there is a short message: "You will be next." An overwhelming sense of dread washes over her. Megan begins searching for information about the woman in the photograph. She discovers that the woman had once lived in the house, but mysteriously disappeared without a trace. The woman's life had been much like Megan's, controlled, suffocated by her own circumstances. As the strange events grow more intense, objects in the house begin to move on their own, and eerie whispers fill the air. At night, the voice always returns, a chilling reminder that Megan is not alone. Megan decides to investigate the history of the house. One night, she enters the family's storage room and discovers a journal belonging to the woman in the photograph. The journal is filled with accounts of a ghost story, the disappeared girl. Megan asks, "What do you want from me?" The spirit says nothing, only reaches out, taking Megan's hand. A surge of cold energy floods through her body, and rather than fear, Megan feels something stirring within her, something breaking free. The repressed memories, the suppressed emotions, the buried dreams seem to awaken. And then, it becomes clear. Megan, like the woman before her, had been trapped. She is no longer a victim. She becomes the center of all the paranormal events in the house, not because she is scared, but because she has chosen to face her fear and no longer be confined. The next day, Megan is found sitting in the garden, a peaceful smile on her face, as if she has found something beyond what anyone could understand. But as people leave, something strange happens. A window in the house slowly opens by itself, and a shadowy figure watches from the darkness. Was it Megan, or was it another spirit? Follow to not miss the best ghost stories for you.